Hello, welcome to Kali Linux Wireless Pen Testing by Vijay Kumar Velu and Aubrey Lau. This is Vijay who's going to walk you through the course outline today. Let's go ahead and view who are these two people who's going to provide you the knowledge about how to do wireless penetration testing. This profile is about myself. I am a security practitioner and I have around 12 years of experience in penetration testing and variety of cyber problems. I'm also author of Mastering Kali Linux 2nd edition and also mobile application penetration testing. And we have Aubrey Lau, who was our initial author who designed this course with a background of building websites in Linux, administration, and he's basically a nerd with underground world of hacktivism. And he has also done plenty of black hat, and then he decided to use his knowledge to use it for good in performing the ethical hacking and penetration testing for his clients. So let us go ahead and view the entire course. What is it about and what is that we are going to learn together? So what you'll learn with this course is typically divided into 6 sections. So the section 1 covers about how we can set up our own wireless lab by all the prerequisites that is required by setting up your alpha card, and ensuring that any different wireless cards that you will utilize do have the drivers present in it, and also required any boosters such as Yagi antenna and stuff like that. And then in section 2 we will be learning more about wireless sniffing in itself, how to sniff the wireless packets and what kind of information that you can extract after getting connected to a wireless network. And section 3 is more about the man-in-the-middle attacks, which primarily focuses on performing a ARP spoof attack or any kind of man-in-the-middle attacks that are potentially possible. And section 4 is specifically how you can perform a resource exhaustion attack at different layers, whether you can perform a volume-based denial of service attacks or whether you can perform an application layer level denial of service attacks and then achieve the objective that we have in order to perform a denial of service test. And in section 5 we would be more focusing on a Bluetooth device and how to detect a hidden Bluetooth device. And then in section 6 we would be focusing on how to hack these devices and connect to these devices and extract the information from those devices. So the prerequisites, what you should have in order to begin this course. This is basically a second version of wireless penetration testing, while you have a basic beginner course followed by a more advanced course. And you definitely need a computer. Well, you can have a Kali Linux as an original operating system, or you may choose to have an operating system and run it as a VM image. But ensure that every external device that you connect are directly getting hooked up to the VM. All these prerequisites and the lab setup will be taken care in our section 1. So Wi-Fi dongle is the primary device that is required so that we are able to use to inject the packets in the wireless technology. And also it's good to have, it's not like mandatory to have a Wi-Fi pineapple, which will allow us to have plenty more options that you can perform a reconnaissance on a Wi-Fi networks. And you also need to have a basic understanding of the wireless and Bluetooth technologies. And a mobile device with Bluetooth is enabled is also required as part of your prerequisites. And the approach to the wireless testing. So basically I've decided to go with the 3 different phases one potentially could utilize. That is first to discover and to assess and then to explore. So what is that you are going to discover? So basically you will be identifying all the targets that you want to attack. So you will locate and determine a particular target. For example, if you are a security professional who is assigned to perform a pen test of a wireless network of a bank, so you have to locate every single access point of that location of the bank that you are primarily targeting. It could be a headquarters, where you would pop in and you can see every single floor has its own access point, and you determine which is the easiest way that you could potentially utilize. And then assess is the place where we will identify the weaknesses of what type of wireless technology is being utilized, and we will perform various different techniques for different type of wireless technologies such as WEP, WPA, WPA2 and WPS. And also we will perform a de-authentication attack so that we can disconnect the people who are legitimately connected, and also making sure they reconnect so that we freely can capture the packets of four-way handshake and also take advantage of it. And we'll also be looking at the misconfigurations after connecting to the cracked Wi-Fi, probably looking at the default gateway, whether they have changed the default username and password. Pretty much during the assessment, we identify most of the commonly misconfigured systems that are in place. And explore is a quite interesting phase where after connecting to the network, whether can you intercept or can you exploit any other victim on the same network, and also you can escalate the privilege to achieve the objective. Let's say our objective is to take over a complete domain of a company through wireless assessment. That is potentially possible. We would do one scenario how we could potentially take over the entire network just by cracking into the wireless of that company. Okay, this is my tagline, which I normally tell in every conference I speak. At the same time, it's not about the tools that you utilize. It's more about how you can utilize the tool in the way you think. I come up with something like the art of exploitation is to make the tools think the way you think. So, one of the code of conduct in this course is, after obtaining this knowledge, do not think you can hack any Wi-Fi without having a legitimate permission. It doesn't mean, you can hack anybody's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Okay, that's the caution. So, what is that you're going to do after this course? Well, this is one partial knowledge in the big ocean of cybersecurity, but still a crucial part. Nowadays, there is nothing exists without the Wi-Fi. That may include your own Fitbit or any kind of devices that you wearables, etc., to always have a sync up with your Wi-Fi. So, how can you utilize the knowledge that you gain out of this course? Probably you may even end up starting your own cybersecurity firm where you would be able to advise people how to configure by showing more red team kind of efforts. Well, you can hack them and then show them how they can fix it. So it's not always about hacking, it's also about how to secure it. But this particular course will focus more on the attack portion of it. So, everybody in this world actually falls as a victim to the cyber attack in one way or the other. But the real objective that we have is how to handle this tactically and precisely, and also it should be tangible and concrete. And that is what we are going to learn in this particular course. So the next video will be our section 1 about how to set up our wireless lab. The lab in the sense where you would equip yourself with everything that is required. Until then, goodbye.